Niedi kan ene wawodantima memfa kwenye and wish you a very 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 happy birthday. Minuwa me for ya na yafa bibia. Say ye anka by now anka o mo say o mine kra beyond nko say the senti me for the Isha na him say Isha. I wish you very 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 well.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. So nano it say we program here and just award that wonsa ekaye and na say we program a great platform but in eka already you have been endorsed. The program has been accepted and mark very very far even as a station and especially we program so the award now wonsa kaye through the endorsement of listeners and viewers, no, HSA, Mwaba Ampa, and you are doing a great job. And congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You couldn't have come at any other time than this time. Closer to birthday, and Minia, Mamin, congratulate you.
Very well.
But in the midst of this, Anka, Nasenko Maino. Eko year nka basube iba wudi wa wode na nka nyama and but unfortunately no ye nya mpenifo a omonjun oman no hunti ama adwendwen ama sese a grey fita no adwene no eba na eye den no pump to me na kra da I think but I wish you well. I wish you well.
Thank you so much.
We will continue to celebrate you. We haven't celebrated you yet, and even Power and XYZ platform, you celebrating we and we have to celebrate this platform.
Very well.
It's a great platform. Munsru, mukasem the way I say muka, backed with facts. Enyadia yakotina bibi. I said that I church say yen koka na yen fangu ibi nu hu fin debi. Adia esi ena muka. Ena nia esi yenti. So you are able to predict based on scientific analysis. And I salute you for that.
Very well. Very humble and honorable. With us, and once some waka and the actual honorable. Why now can you? There's trouble in the waters. And yes, I say free. Even said your mind Ghana tibia is it here. Now what is it? His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Nano Kojina baby. One of walkers say he nursing training allowances one peso. Muyi free no mudio metria. Na shieni koyi ni mai na dia change so coalition of nursing trainees ede letter by there di pefe say kakase pa de dawo. Na yenko wia ne bona wo she nyina went mean any one. E dey the chair. I mean, what will block His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ne chance say obe redeem sa omu image ne say anya bi omo dwen ananse hweafo yi
Unima Minkah say MPP because you were nipa kakra bi wo MPP duma make I say omu ye good persons. And I want to shy away from saying say MPP because it may affect some one or two other persons. I mean him say omu ye ehawon.
Yeah.
Omukra ba bonting abeka nia ehawon because omunka say omu free party to say like Professor Frimpong Boating Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo and others who are speaking and make I say that is MPP and I'm not being fair to say 1 or 2 year mabubo omudia omuka bonia and this is not what it has been known for. And to me, make us say MPP, but the crop of leadership led by Dr. Baumia now as a flag bearer. Adia yekano no kre enka dictionary. Eye ndada. 2. Dr. Baumia proved clearly say oye only economists in Kasa. Kasa.
What did I know fafa?
Or the nano fafa.
And in him do Kasa.
And ye a Jumanan Kasa and obey. And we must listen to many persons, including omo a enne omo enya kukuduro aye omo adwen se omo de omo ne MPP jai na omo kwa akudi movement ana bibisa
movement for change
sema omoka because at the end that's how it starts. Maybe nipa no mpese obe transition from MPP straight into a straight better option of NDC. And omo pese omo beba infimfin ho baby ansa na omo abefie. So we can allow them that space. But sema omoka no o say yedi ejuma. Dr. Baumia right from the word go. Look, omo bedi ade after 100 days and okoye press engagement oka omusi omenya 101 achievements in 100 days,
okay,
including say ye sikasem Ghana cedi any dollar no omo aye am omo achi dollar e di akwa kwehye sales alloke sales no e di safo ama IGP police sahin na sa 100 days na woka sa ade yi no aban bia nhede ni hu a yeto abama wa within 100 days no wo be ye nhihye bia e be affect economy in the manner na oka. So what it means ni say e ye nhihye a John Dramani Mahama eni ni NDC aban aye from 2016 ni nyina no na ye hu ne so effect impact a eko eno na eto aso coupled with democracy dividends. Say mampenia odiade ni party echo elections yendi nkunim omoye den transfer power peacefully and nyina esan boosting the fundamentals John Dramani Mahama aye hu adwuma na ejina hoyi and which are this o making sure say sika ye jeje aban ebeji from Bank of Ghana, say Bank of Ghana ebohon bosia unnecessarily EBNC in 2016. Ebiomoso the investments now in the cocoa sector no MIA cocoa production of over 976,000 metric tons and the dollars na then at the bar or minim. Then of course with two papa are resolving the epileptic energy supplies are at the dumso air bano because ABC President Rawlings are breso. When we were relying heavily on hydro, and no odi kind of thermal at the buyer, but in which ebisa BC President Kufo buyer ABC emonokra asofokra eko akosombo eko bo humpaye later private persons via the generators we buy Dr. Rekubro say a toy generators. So die nyina na President Mahama say there be mean to mean na ho emma die in koso enti ma men solve problem indeed. No krenu nyame anim no mo ba ye no mo gusu ka say as for power de o mo amaye power kra ma kra no SS na nia na o mo ka say SS no ntiase a o mo nya ne say na enya SS na o mo adwen aben ewo energy sector no aye nhihia to already say o say wonya bibia ye ka say minimbrofo American crofo betia say like reserve,
okay,
to say Ghana ye fiefie ye nuaduane te say abrochiri yesusu wo Kwame ye nim say wo ubedi maybe 2 grams of rice mesumedi maybe 1 gram nipa ba ko oka hono so maybe ono so bedi 3 na ya susu
oni ba bedi 5
na ye susu ni nyina eno na ye benua ye wia na ya cham obia na asa.
That's right.
Uba yen Ghana na African culture ye aduane a ye ma ebisu ye den eka kakra because with the understanding say bibi betumi esi a obi be ye den beba so exactly. So in energy no sa so na ye no say at this moment ubehia 10 or say unya be 12 so that in case BBC na say demand no kosoro ana problem bi bakura sa additional 2 no ebeba be cover ama unya problem bia. So it wasn't excess na it was a dear industry no say we no sabet omonti ase enti omo sorry SS and so on and so forth and na yatena SS ho saa yanye ho bibia yentu anamobia ema enne dumso esa be kaye. So Dr. Bawumia Yobia Ebano economy. He's failed totally. And having failed in terms of key economic management related areas, onuna no ye chairman. Look, here in CD. Ene ye bibia CD ni dollar enenam. Ama importers any other business persons to say dealers or mupeni na no koka say ene Ghana. Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia Ghana. Untumi plan beyond one day.
True.
We hear what you say, we plan beyond one day, you fail. You can't predict. Ene who mancro for invoice, who ton adiena who mancro for invoice, say, oh, me one yama say, by our chenano, who ko GF you be no answer na wa supplier, obeboka. And Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and Bawumia as chairman of the economic management team, or more under NDC, or to me planning even for a very long time, quarterly, 6 months. 1 year, almost saying 1 day, to me planning. That is the rating. That is the performance of Dr. Bawumia. What fairly economy who put on a failure Ujania Kwako share another sector swa NDC 2 more has set up a lot of successes. Digitalization say no and a champion of digitalization. How can you claim digitalization as you being the champion of digitalization? And you really figure for say there was a time, even foreign caller, or say utuka, if you be a winner, now bank crime, ebe buki, and sana, a danu drua, na ya friend say, bra, na beye foreign call. A buying, NDC are buying, those times started under Dr. Eko Spielgabra as communication minister, later on handing over to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Omutu Huana Moye ya, SET up. John Dramani Mahama Nankasa Beye Mampininu, these fiber optics, ya lea ene, enunti, we are moving to data driven IT world. No, Dr. Bawumia say, no, ena, adia, ye tu Huana Moya to home, and I'm no sooner by. So just like the CD, the exchange rate, Okoji Mark say onoache dollar, edi akoshe sales, edi safuano ama IGP. Enyono ninshishe ne ma saadi ene ba ya echi after 7.5 years. Why in charge of the economic management? I don't think I would to mean $1. Wow. If in 100 days. Usi wona we ajima enti wachi dollar in 100 days utumi $1 100 days of training utumi $1 afedi 7.5 years no utumi $1 because everything I was say ye no just anoka
na just next for the so anoka
oh masa
anything o munya sika ma o mo no
tie
cause oga say no de be ma e mai
tie Dr. Bawumia in 2023 29th of March, Eco launchi program, the economic management team, Ajiatum say was say GRA for a year to increase the tax revenue rates by to about 18 to 20% from around 14-15%. Omufil say it was this year. I feel the will launch in 2023, 29th March. Then 20th March 2024. Now the same Dr. Bawumia. What question GRA for say omuntu sana mona fe dey see GRA for no mo set unachievable targets.
Yeah. No more titi
nipa because edru say ye kotwaba enti menko dada ejuma ye for no say oh enye mi o enya ban o GRA for no mo ye saadi. Wow. Dr. Bawumia yobia onka nokre. Ojuin say, you see, Abraham Ayeko school, there used to be something almost say ostrich mentality. Saabua ye friend ostrich no. Nitinu ye kiti bi, nanso ne hunam ye kese. Or the nitinu chef forma, hwea. No Ojuin say, ne hunam nyina no so ye den chefom. So Dr. Bawumia ko jina baby na waka semi ya ope. Ojina ha na waka. Think it say he has forgotten. Say at least NDC are the woman. In IT rules. And Tiwoka Bibi or people will play it live and others will see. You will be exposed. No krenu bededi. You owe nurses, you owe teachers, you owe many other persons with disability kura amupamu omu free toll booths nima omu ye demonstration ye bron ewo Ministry of Roads and Highways omu offices nyina no omu wo ho untumi solve all these persons with disability na ya ma ho nejuma omu ye already na wo san koshebo
so betua arrears of 50 months
ubetua arrears of ubetua arrears of teachers ubetua persons with disability no ubema free education to tertiary level omukra omuwo say omuwo omukan colleges of education ni nesi kra untumi ntua omuye so Dr. Bawumia ye obi a sebi onka no kra look nanu kojina tamlian I was deeply involved and at a point I was part of the delegation kra ye kosra Ghana for students now no more Cuba Asian medicine and this made the soul of Ambassador John Tia rest in perfect peace. No, yeah, the Ghanaian ambassador to Cuba at that time. Na me ka omo ye ko sra these students are ye sheda ye Muslim female science students omunko enkusua medicine especially in areas to do with gynecology ni other emahun yare related issues kramone oba sometimes may not want to expose to Bema doctor. They don't feel comfortable doing so. So the thinking of Professor Mills John Dramani Mahama buying and he say yen shedda and sponsor female Muslim science persons. No musum enkonkusunya sa field no. So that no munya sa nimdie no. Omubana se omu hospitals ni na kramone ba or call for gynecology related situation. Who say nini aba wa shene hijab and otiwa. Obeye obenya hontoso. Say me de me hu manipa no say enye den on treating me on share mu in some of the areas. Dr. Bawumia to me ko jina tamali edi ntro say ono ene omo aban ene ede san hihye no ye den ebaye abra enye wo abra de ehyiase dadansa na woba eye ndisi aban na negotiate with the Cuban authorities and anything na eyade a eda ho mukra mo ba ye no ade no mo abeti so enko de we a wo say eko so he clearly
but I know a strategy bay I mean we are politics actually we a strategy ye tibidi wini aba
well Dr. Bawumia
so we need to a proper
is coming through well sir omoye bi pain but this time no enya dia ebeye lies can help you sometimes but into mean sustain no in trono de utumi edi je ade bi nanso ade na we je ye no untumi nye den enhwe so yie and that is why the economy no ewo in the situation na ewo mu sesia ni na eye ntro na ye dada ye hu na ye yese na covid ene ma ade no ye the way aye mi wale enye covid no enye Ghana nkwa na covid ba ye nkura covid no enche da anye de anhide sa in terms of infections in terms of deaths in terms of businesses are now should have been impacted but yankasa ye niye sika ye jiji ya yamfa asemka wako President Nkrumah Bresu na ye nhihye se o se Pualugu area ho no ye dam for hydropower na yemfa bisu emfa ye irrigation purposes ena ye jaya de no to ho so under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Bresu who say look say Burkina etumi dua tomatoes any onions ni ekeka ho a yetumi ekokra efri ho edeba Ghana dia and yet it is also equally possible say because omunsa say any nsase a ewo from the northeast edeko upper east ni na kon the same and this ye bibi efa irrigation ho a ebeboa say saa niamaniame ye a ye kra from other countries no ye benya bi ewo ye man ni mu So he got funding, and Emma ye review sa steady ya year to from Kwame Nkrumah Bresu ye modernizing no.
Yeah.
And to say Jumano, say I think in 2015, late middle part of 2015, ebe we in 2018. And by 2018, na MPP are buying omo then omo anti omo the report VRA the report ni BBI buy. And omo say okay, I will say ye Jumano. So mo de contract no edema power China for say omo konko yes a multi-purpose dam no. Ade a yenye BBI was no mo atam yensika $12 million edi ama company a yenye BBI ewo. Nothing has been done. And he said Dr. Baumia etumi tena ho ema ye dada ono ankasa ne nkrofo bebia ofri Mamprugu area.
Yes.
Because sa project ne ye Kesina Ewan of East.
That's
even
right.
though your free project no Poalugu multi-purpose dam project Poalugu in the upper east no communities are benefit Kesia Omwasa Sepa na ye this in Ewan of East. Dr. Baumia Nankasa Nkrofo Otiho Abra na mampeni eka biggest investment bibia no Bonitimko sa osanso ba ye no obetena Asempa FM obi ni program so esan be kan sa Poalugu multi-purpose osisudua ene nothing bibia nkoso na so yensika ya tam yensika $12 million ene dollar ba ku bia ye almost 16 cedi almost 16 cedi and multiply 12 million by 16 cedi na hwe yesika ye dia komanko free nothing and this we yes adie ya ebe de na we economy no ebe gina ye
enti we na be kokwa yesika ye ekoya yenye
na say ye mistake na ye koto abama Dr. Baumia e na ebe kokwa
bono nso se mumumu ba na kuntabu onsi
ye mistake na ye koto aba emma Dr. Baumia e na omo be kata sa anyame iso na say ye pese ye nkoji ya ade e na enye ho nko ahu many other contractors were paid for no job done. BBT say company is Muta Angels. Ewo Temamoto way so almost you on about $2.57 million.
So
Abra say Temamoto way expansion. Abra omunye juma bia e magana. Omunye juma bia na anu ya just the 15th December 2023. And Parliament ye agreed to a contractual agreement Enokrano a Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. Eno mu create a special purpose vehicle be a friend ATEP limited. Omo mu finance sa project. Contractor now ye jumano is MS Maripoma Limited. Muta Angel inside enimu o baby anaso ye tua $2.57 million. Edi am. Omo tam yensika omo say Sky Train no mu akwa kutua. Se sanya main na NDC ya nka yebenya atoabo gasa.
Wow.
Ka yebenya atoabo gasa itumi nka yebenya all these huge infrastructure onwankasa like generating revenue sika.
Yeah.
Dey boa o mine na debi. So clearly omo pese omo dadaye and we must not make a mistake of following those lies.
Na
anye ye kura no yentie the late decision of persons like Alan Kojo Chiremante. Me, the decision with the free MPP has come late. But a good indication to us, yentime mufonu say, yenhwe saadie na yemfa to abamfama John Dramani Mahama.
Right.
Enye Allah has taken a good decision to leave MPP. It's a good decision for me. Now so in terms of the timing, Onyobia or take a decision at the right time. At this moment, situation now, ye leader obetumia take decisions at the right time, and that is John Dramani Mahama.
Now, answer and Sadio Babasono. Not the injury Medina Koso, I'm yet to Makotuaba.
Because in all these ayakano, or say Yetuaba, or say Yetrodin, now, Mesre. The involvement of civil society, the involvement of political parties, the involvement of everybody. My enjoy my NDC in Kwan. My enjoy say NDC in Kwan or Munkoka. The other small parties, so Muso Mukahubi. And now, or mine, ye practice a multi-party democracy. Muso Munkabi.
Obu Jama NDC, or how bad the Beba?
Well, I can't quite say just NDC no mo ka o masem na enye no krese nka maybe sa na etidia nka nkofo bebrebe ka look uba mempeso aso a ye jama NDC kwa na nkofo a omukọ ebinum ukọ omu efomu akọ ye ejuma kra aboa oman no na ya stop won say wo Ghana card wo he unkura Ghana card ko back ebinum ukọ iye omu free baglo kokute iye na ya stop won around Odumasi buem Odumasi say wo Ghana card wo he unkura Ghana card ko back because ye chiro
why not stop wo
immigration for and I have spoken to and sent message to comptroller general say Ninkrofwa wa release one egugu a mo misbehave no he should call them to order because many ametiti and say the police refused to be used. The military decided say omo participate e was na immigration for and omo gene person they will allow their personnel to be used for this exercise. The same immigration for Musi went to Myanmar and solve smuggling of cocoa. In the namu jinjina namu from any fertilizers are yedi gu ponkoso cross it to various parts. One solve no. In there ye trodinu mutumi mounted barriers in the middle of constituencies and sending people back say omunkra Ghana card. Meanwhile, in my constituency, from September last year until recently, no money printer or printing Ghana cards. Nanu na yetumi solve sa problem now. Omo acha say omo printing card. So there will be a lot of persons omo need sa card, but they are using the immigration as a means to intimidate some persons in some areas. Areas be what to say okay no fa baby a omo to me use immigration no mo akosesa tax any omo shiwi ni ekeka ho to come and misbehave. And the area bia ewo nia omo ye, and this is why I want chiefs, church leaders, sorry 24 omo Discovery Channel a che afedi omunjai animals channels no omo be TV XYZ no munye hu comment omo so omo say afedi omo say ni SMS omo nkasa biom no SMS no eye omo nkasa na nkrofo ntie the religious leaders they are key actors. Civil society omo ye key actors. Chiefs and elders omo ye key actors because oman na engineer here usugun to me nye wadiama ubekoyi you rely on individual support and contributions for Mwijuma as sorry if the oman nko here the individual contributions will equally also be weakened and tiwuswa sorry no enko here. So I want a collective involvement, but the electoral commissioners omu say the commission ya omu be hwe so a na nkofo bebre eye edin no enye the same and omu bi so omu say adenti na NDC yenya the kind of information na yenya is because omu staff ne nkofo bebre omu no ye adwuma no are not happy about what is going on.
Information dey na woka
information bebre
serial number na
the serial numbers omu machines are omo de ye nyama bia ebi omo so ebi ayera and so on and where it is and all the information that look they shouldn't dare.
But some more serious numbers. Almost mutimi nyane ne etimi nyane china. Almost enye ye da.
Minia machines now mo dey call as part of the daily records. O say o chiro the serial number of biometric voter registration device na ube indicating ni aye de ba registration center ho ni aye use any ni eti ho to be relied on in case ni aye using any problem. So at least all the machines deployed to every center no ye will do serial numbers. Ni aye use any ni aye use. And ni mo say ayira ebinum abama information say ade no enye say ayira na nanka ebinum pese omudi koye bibi ewo baby. And they should know say untumi mfa any other serial number enkan ni aye nim no emfa no hu data emba mbewura system no.
Wow.
Because your own people will let us know in the first place. They will let us know. They will let us know. And we will not sit idle by and just allow that information to go unutilized. And the electoral commissioners, said they should supervise the election processes free fair and transparent. That's all. Omu duty no ene niyama kei. Beyond that, no omu any attempt say omu be ye bibia. Already no more creative problems in how you handled the 2020 elections and even the SAL issue. And omu issue statement omu didn't throw and so on and so forth. And I wish we had time. Nankayaka that issue. Anything I made CI 128 at the buy. Because Omanka scientist nyama omwaye a creative problem ama omwa ya no de ye meka instead of being apologetic no afedi omo no mo condemning crofo a omo eka won say. You see, the Electoral Commission claims say omo ye CI for consideration in November 2020. At the same time no omo claim say no omo nya we say local government ministry no ebe create constituency answer na Electoral Commission district answer na Electoral Commission be CI or say omoye stakeholder engagement including the name of the constituency and the ben omokoye sa stakeholder engagement omodi ye sa CI na omoka say omodi call parliament na immature if they were not aware. They knew everything, including the government. They just went to sleep. Look, I was involved in a lot of the engagements. Me engaging and for me engaging. And they told many of them, say, a drew point to me, say, oh, Mamu worry, we cry general elections now, you be a special by election, Edia Mamu.
Easy for no.
EC involved, government people involved. They said all these things to them.
Wow.
And the elections now, I feel they call 137, 137. Say, yes, say, you about what NDC be winning. And they must black out everything. And that was what happened. 2, War Electoral Commission, Moye CI 128.
That's right.
CI 128, and I be indicated constituencies. Any electoral areas are actually constituency biase. Polling stations are Yabetwaba and so on and so forth. Moye Sadi, Yembisa Muse. The 13 electoral areas in the Guam district and Guam constituency in Nenu. He found a one a share in the CI 128. Say, now any possible say, Mube creative constituencies no be mahona. Baby, I'm more than 1 or 2 under CI 128 and Adentina Mwama or Mwan Kwankotwaba Ewo. Because it is very clear, say, if we even review the boundaries of a constituency, it will come into effect after the expiration of the existing parliament. So, say, move say in year 21 sitting day for the CI to mature. Not a year possible. The 13 electoral areas of Guam, 50 polling stations, yet the one share a particular constituency as under CI 128. Mra kwan so nyanka wo say we ne say ubejaya momo aye den akwakoto abaye obebi awode won eto ye in the legal document na existing at that time.
Yeah.
So that nipa omo beto aba amano no omo betumi afre nipa no say our representative. The men would press release and stop nipa no say mamum to aba. Na ye na say ye ka ho asem afre dey say you didn't disenfranchise the people of sir. That's an insult.
But Sanche mu we no. Ezuzazo be ne benya wo ye kwa ye nim de wo se si e wo sa.
Well, say ano ya creative constituency no amamo.
Yeah.
So legally speaking, there's a constituency called Guam constituency. Me sure say Electoral Commission the new CI for delineation of all constituencies for purposes of electing parliamentary candidates for the 2024 elections. Omo take you off come January 2025. And omo de beba omo de ba Guam meka ho. So now Guam will have their own rep. They will. It's a constituency fully so. But Bonia yedi year one in 2020 no. And no the young people free ho. So Bonia the young people free ho. And it must be discussed. It must be talked about. People must be punished for it. So that Ochina will be enkoye saadi eni bio.
Obuncheche wo wo susu yem no. Ye kwan bi omo fa so sere be ya adwen be free bone na e course no.
Well, omo ka den kra ya adwen free sa bone no so. They should be stupid to think, say, for 4 years, 4 traditional areas without a representation, we'll just forget. Then echo through on my mind. But say 4 traditional areas, Central Kofi, Akpafu, Lolobi, and Likpe, 4 traditional areas. And yet 1 traditional area, 4 traditional areas. Omunina paramount chiefs. 4 paramounts. And they were what on my him for any penny for Bebre. Some civil society activists cross every that area. And you think that they will just forget it like that? No.
You forget your bed.
Oh well, say your processes. There are ways of dealing with commissioners. Omuye bibia enumra enfa your kwanya yefaso anyone dealing, and there is no status bar say because at the end of 2020 maybe in 2025 in untumi ntu hu anamo and 2026 in untumi ntu hu anamo. So no one among the yebetupa, especially now that we have concluded the first level of fight, the creation and recognition of Guam as a constituency. The other things that happened in 2020 all through now are still basically, and you know the effect. Every district biano per emra constitution or say yen revenue na ye genu na ye de be between 5 and 7% na ye de akoma so omumfa ye omumpuntu njuma ena enu binu ye yi kakra be 5% achicha ma MP bia say ono so omfa mboa some emergency interventions and then your friend MP share of the common fund. So Guam district as it is now lose a portion of revenue and call say eba omonsem.
Yeah.
Now so because in the name of Nyaye de Bekwa Koma MPs. Now so omu ni MP. So they don't get that benefit. For example, maybe every quarter maybe some maybe 100 and 90,000 be for projects.
Yeah.
Now so Guam district because omuni MP omunyebi.
Wow.
Now you can imagine at least 100,000 can roof a school building. Say in Suotoa roofs are being ripped off. So who will be here? You can roof a building. So also now NHI fund so kakra eba them to support health care intervention. Then get fund also Emma Bibi kakra. All these Guam people omunyebi because they don't have a representative for 4 years. And yet just 1 year for 4 years. And the young fan say Afibia, all these funds come to about maybe some 300,000 kra. That is for 4 years, that's about 1.2 million.
Yeah.
And 1.2 million could have done something in that.
Based on
Sadia, because they don't have a rep. Who represents them? One or better represent one because one or moto abaman. Well, that's all. Until one or Casamon, our parliament says here, Yishia. So they have to now depend on others, benevolent persons to stand and say Nyama one. So in terms of representation, even on the ground, engagement, or say Obi na Obekwa Kofaho, that should not be the way we should treat any part of Ghana.
Very well. Yes, I'll come back to East, na no ye ne semri a working for a registration exercise. The person would see Dr. Bossman Asari on. If the year semi our boss way, Anna Major so Moka say, the Amokano, a Nimono. Would you said you see can ask him, but I know any joy news, because I tried you, Mammy.
Electoral Commission can favor party A or candidate A. It's just misleading the public. Let me paint a picture of some of the things we do. When we finish everything, we do the nominations and we have the candidates. Everything we do with the parties. When we are printing the ballot papers, the notice of poll will be printed, which will be pasted at each polling station. We do with the parties. When we are printing the ballot papers, we come together with the parties and we tell them that we have what we call ballot statistics. Assuming an area has registered let's say 100,000 voters, then we all agree that across board we are going to add 5%. So the parties know. So at the printing house, we have the security agencies are there. The political parties have their agents who are working 24/7. EC has its officials who are working 24/7. All of us are there. Then when we finish, we seal all the ballot papers for each of the regions. And when we are going, the parties are part. And when it gets to the region, the parties are part. All of us, all the parties will put their seals on the ballot papers in the ballot box to the police armory. On the day of voting, we openly show the ballot box to show that no, there's nothing. You know, our ballot boxes are transparent. So clearly, when you look at these processes, that's why I personally think that the parties try to use the EC to cover their excesses, because there is nothing the EC can do. So at times when people say the EC, maybe they've arrogated so much powers to us, which we even know we don't have. The parties are involved from.
Okay, was it Yamama? What to me? Baby, I be show on some of them.
Well,
I want to be Montiobia.
O mine the to me, Asha Omonsa. Now, Oma Fasa to me, no, Yama, Ensem Fata, and is being guided by His Excellency the President Nankasa. Say, Yemfa, O mine Mra, Emfa Yejuma. And inti na to me appointed, even on no bossman. No, ye MPP member or Tescom person patron. Ye dinaba. Can you imagine? Eno ye kaya enkosia ganti afedi omusa di apia hini so aye den abeka hu another Tescom patron and Tescom and afedi Electoral Commission na ye pese ye dane no MPP headquarters. But thank God say omo staffs for no bebre any even in penifon bebre even at the commissioners level. Omunye happy about me ekoso. So ma boss man ne kakra omoko omo enjoy say omunkwa and everything that is happening there we are aware. Say ye trust say ye bisa bibia, it is because we want the Electoral Commission ebe say omo ye transparent and now omo ye fair now ombeka no kre no actually because we are already aware. Look, serial numbers here omoka say me district registration center. They be serial numbers of kids na ebeba ho ni na ye chro ni ayedi ye ejuma. For example, in Rasi ni ayedi ye ejuma no was GHN 5939 enu kwa na ye ejuma ni aka ni na was on standby GHN 6765 GHN 7461 GHN 0185 GHN 7896 GHN 6165 GHN 6714 GHN 6733 ni na on standby anye juma ba ko pe na ye juma because the registration happen in no insu kesepa etoye enti ama nipa bebre na intumi kura say mo register just about 50 people enti just one machine na ye juma.
Wow. And
you state it standby say am fan ye juma ye nim enti ye track bibia and this is happening at all centers. And then ya say ayira and also ya won serial numbers. So oh there be no member enti say nia omo ka kire ye say saa na omo pese omo di saa machines na ekoye omo koye wi a ebeka how a omo be integrating with the data na yenim. It's not going to be possible. Enti much ado about nothing enti omo njai saa de na omo de Sadi no munja enye because their own staffs emu say enye just say a cyclical change and aba but oman no say yeji oman na yesiesie oman biom because oman say ya say oman
but sabira mu ni gidie wo mu no edien ene wo say esie ansana because look so ni gidie wo isi mo na say abato ni nsusu aso no ahwa mu njintu so we ni oso we ni o ahwa mu njintu.
Well,
it's
up to them. Say, say they are not the first, and you first commissioners. Ye nya the interim commission. Our Moshe 1992 about also.
Yeah.
Constitution never into effect. Ye appointed Dr. Kujua Farijan. Oshe 96 idea. Oshe 2000, 2004, 2008, 2012.
Yeah.
Oshe 5 elections. So. ena Madam Charlotte say so be 2016 there ena omo ba ye na ye hunyesi ye kunkum nipa be 8 in just one elections ye bobo presidential results be 5 times na esesa ebi nsi da. So it is up to them say simple nkuntabuo no or say omusua na omoma the level of transparency no enko. It shouldn't matter say me MPP ni me do MPP omuhu say ejuma ye di ahye omunsa no e no omunye no omunye ni yiye. But anything short of that, their own staffs, whether at the district, regional, and headquarters, will even be waiting for them. This time round, Crofton will say unlawful orders there. So with the Maya, yes, you be whistleblowers.
Wow.
So there are good number of whistleblowers, and we are very okay with more information now. But
dear Nasa Manabasa say
Abaimboni na ama na abasa. Abaina kasa obiani mi say omu mbo number. And so omu kasa we break it. No, we doing say maybe appear hini no money bossman no mo de wa call into no muka they will break it. So amu bia pija no say there be or say you see then yeah very clear.
Nabambo for na police service. Oh, almost there na all shine musombe.
Me catch say there have been a lot of engagement with some persons. The security will be up to tax because yes, na ho emo munyanya on person o muye. We will not say that. For example, say they are attempting to do recruitment. Yeah, they prefer parliamentary candidates of MPP for so said they should nominate. If you go and give parliamentary candidates opportunity, say, nominating Nipa for recruitment, they will surely go and nominate partisan persons. They will surely go and nominate partisan persons. So, Sadiano, ye track it, and thank God, say, in the parliament, eba for city. Now, ye kwa issues be or ye very easy. But my main fact, when ye so, Chianaminda, the Speaker of Parliament, you see, what show difference? Say, Ufri party ye je oman ne constitution ne mrano ye di yejuma. Because look, Mr. Speaker could have decided say MPCB a petition ko oh men free parliament. E na obey no. We could invoke provisions say we say ye speaker we nya 2/3 of votes. We nya sa 2/3 and the go say me so men free parliament. Like the way I be no me di omutumi here then but only say sa na mrano eka mrano say 15% of members of parliament a petition a request almost 18 years within 7 days or say Mr. Speaker or my indication say or be free parliament or fadieno eyeno pesa and I salute him for that. That is the kind of thing NDC ye dia ye ma oman no because ye ma constitution ye juma constitution ye juma e na oman no so ye den e ko ni
ba mo ko foni bi o mu pay back no wa ro mani nji wo
say
ka do ko mo hwe no say speaker betro bibi kakra.
There's a way to pay back that en affect oman no pay back e betru ye nyina akwechi no me I won't go for it. But there's a payback yeah, still no ye coining, but we are paying back. And the payback will come. Omuma yembe ya die na yenko na say ye ko na say omu per se. Even the country has functioned without these nominees being confirmed. Now mu chinchina say yen confirm ministers na yen tio hon ka yen spending more on them. Abra my mind bebre. Omu hwe say omu beti omu ministers so na say sa na Baumiani nanado omu pair omu use omu numbers no omu for after all hwe sika omu society call ejisu just MPP among themselves MPP from kwa hwe sika omu de call omu ana omu ka say IMF sika ni nyina no eko ejisu ho IMF scanning in Aiko. So they just wasting money, spending money for political power purposes. But minim say Ghana for Bekasa. Ghanaians will speak and Ghanaians will vote for John Dramani man because you're visionary. Ninyama bebreya ye in that short time no ena enne etumia so omaina ye jina ye nine so ye gusu ye bibi kase John Dramani Mahama amma I don't know what would have happened if this government had inherited President Kufuor immediately, as they sought to do in 2008. That's the NDC and back. Very
well. Where the Medo say honorable and Obrene Wadaje.
But Mamincha Mimpeso for enemy executives or Muguso Muye Ejumapa na me down as any ya him for ne asofo penny for more Buim Constituency and Jessica Municipal. Me tell me na me down as Omumpie na they should not fear any intimidation from immigration person. Yeah, na me back after the parliamentary sitting. I'll come back and move with them. That means immigration here will be say or stop you be
very well. I like you tango watch out. Some Jerome Medase, Sansuna, Godwin Mahama, Iba Medase, Kojo Danko Medamunina Mase, messages a hoodwo. If you are dear, a bontezo dear, a sorry dear, Talibabia, Mama Philippa, Ajimania power dear. For the Parliament morning, every hour. I need to move it. Every year, the message here.